And start rolling the arms forwards. Hello, Jay. Hello, Jay.
I'm rolling your arms forward.
Leah. Hello, Bradley, I believe. Join in.
Sir.
Arms to the rear. Arms out to the front. Flick the fingers. Rotating the wrist one way, then the other. Bring your arms back. You know this one. Over and back. Just getting a little bit faster as we go. Okay, one arm up and down and get the legs going backwards and forwards. Little bit higher each time and a little bit lower as well. Keep this one really low and this one really high. Excellent. Star jumps. Perfect. Just jumping up and down. Jumping forward, jumping back. Jumping left, jumping right. Doesn't matter if you get it wrong because I won't know which is left and right. Okay, and jogging on the spot. Now then, what you're going to do in a minute, you're going to bring your feet up this way. Okay, away you go. I don't need to see the back of you. Just put your hands to the back and flick your feet up. Perfect. And back to normal jogging. We'll explain the next one. Okay, next one, what we're going to do, we're going to cross. So this one's going to come up to this side and this one to this side. Okay, give it a go. Might struggle with that one. We haven't done that one before much. We like new things, don't we? Perfect. And stand still. You know the one, rotate the hips. Changing directions. And then what you're going to do with your foot, you're going to lift it up and circle your foot round one way, then the other. And then the same on the other side, because you always do both sides. And then what you're going to do, you're going to put your feet together, place your hands on your knees, and make circles. And changing directions. And back up to jogging. Okay, when I shout sprint, you're going to sprint on the spot for 5 seconds, shouting back to me. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Not as quick as that though. Okay, when you're jogging, you need to get your arms going as well. Ready, sprint.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay, what I want you to do is do it louder and faster. Another 5-second sprint. Ready? Come on, you should be jogging, Leah. Ready? Sprint.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Excellent. 10 slow press ups. You know how to do them. You can do them on your knees if you want. A little bit slower, Joe. Not too fast yet. Get your head up as well. Okay, you can do your sit-ups with cat claws, or you can cross over and do your touch your shoulders. 10 slow sit-ups, go. Well done, Leela. You're up first. Okay, and when we come to burpees, you can always do frog jumps if you wish. So do whatever you prefer and do whichever's safest for you. Okay, but I will only call them burpees because I always do. 10 burpees, go. Okay, and jogging on the spot when you're done. We're going to play a game. Go, whoopee! Because unfortunately, when we're doing online classes, a lot of the games that we play, Baltic and what have you, are just not possible. So we have to do other things, don't we? Like lots of exercise and stuff like that. So I thought, what game can we play? And I thought of a game we play. It's called Body Parts. Everybody say body parts.
Body
Now then, somebody help me out. Put your hand up if you want to answer the question. What is body parts? Yeah, May, what's body parts?
Like your lips and your head.
Yeah,
And
it's
like
ever so easy. Say it backwards.
Yeah.
Parts of your body. Yeah, so it's parts of your body. So what you have to do with them, you have to try and touch them on the floor. Now then, now you don't have to do it like this, but you can if you want. Put the camera down so you can see what you're doing. So left hand. So when I say left hand, touch your left hand on the floor, and then you jog. Has everybody got it?
Yes.
Check where your logos are, and if you haven't got a logo, you'll have to improvise. That's your left. So when I shout left hand in a minute, you should be jogging, Orient. Yes, I see everything and miss even more. Ready? So when I shout left hand, you're going to bend your knees. Watch the bit how I do it for safety. You bend your knees and you touch the floor with your left hand. And then you jump back up as quick as you can and jog on a swat. Shall we give it a go? Left hand. Right hand. It's easy as that, isn't it? It's almost like our memory game that we play at the start. Both hands. Yeah, that was a double. Ooh, what's next? Your left knee. You have to be quick. Your right knee. Your back. Well, you need to be quicker. I want to see who's the quickest. Your belly.
Belly.
Be careful. The back of your head. Your nose. Be very careful with that one. Put your teeth together and keep your tongue inside of your mouth. Your chin. Go, chin. Forehead. Both elbows. Don't make sure you're doing it, not just go through the bit and, oh, I'll nearly at the floor. You've got to touch. Both knees. Left elbow, right knee. The back of your head. Your right ear. Right
That's
now.
your left.
Right ear. Right now. That's my right.
Here's your left feet.
Your left ear. Your bellies. Then your back. Then your belly. Then your left elbow. And jogging. Now then, this next round that we're going to do is called the silent round. So for this round, I'm not going to say anything. I'm just going to point. And I'll move the camera around a lot.
Yeah.
Oh, gee. Both knees. Both knees. Both knees. Left in the right.
Okay, and jogging on the spot. Okay, this what's going to happen in a minute. I will shout a name, and as soon as I shout a name, you're going to shout a body part, and you're going to put that body part on the floor, and so is everybody else. So you need to shout loud, because Jamie, I might pick you first. You're in Ludlow, and you've got to shout that loud that they can hear you in Wolverhampton. My mistake. You know what you got to do, Jamie?
Yeah.
Jamie.
Leftover.
Did everybody get that? Makes it even harder because you might not hear him. He didn't shout loud enough. Isham.
Right elbow.
Ooh. Orion.
I'm back.
You're back. May.
Ellie.
Leah.
Back of your head.
Ash.
Nose.
Or your nose. Joe.
Right knee.
Ooh, excellent. Josh.
Head.
Seth.
Chin.
Sorry, shout again.
Chin.
Oh, chin. Keep jogging. Jay.
Belly.
Kelly, good. Leela.
Pick one.
Ear.
Ear. Left ear.
Yeah. Bradley.
Left knee.
Left knee.
Say Richie. Left knee.
One last one from me. Now you've got to think this one through. So the ears one is getting a bit old now, isn't it? 'Cause you all know that one. You just turn one side to the other. So you've got to think about this one a little bit more careful. And I want to see the most inventive one of all. But be very careful doing this one. So in a minute, when I shout it out, you've got to do it as quick as you can. You've got to think as you're doing it. All of your body. You found that one a bit bizarre. I like yours, little Ash. I saw most of yours. Okay, are we ready? All of your body twice.
Are you ready to try, John?
So you're going to have to do it completely twice. Try one time. That one.
All right. Go.
Okay, and when you're done jogging on the spot, put a smile on your face a bit.
Everybody's laughing.
And close stance. Think about. You've got 1 minute to get a quick drink. So go and get a quick drink.
2 minutes.
Oh, shoes.
Little Ash, could you take a normal stretch for me, please? Yep. So just wait. I just want to see everybody's in first. I think most people are in now. Okay, so little Ash, if you could take a stretch for us, please.
Arms out. Go stance. Now. Take this arm across your body, other one underneath.
Good start. Well done.
Bless you, bless you.
Release. Other side. Release. One hand up, other hand on top. Push up. Onto your tiptoes. Back down. Back up.
Really reach high, like you're holding the ceilings up.
Down. Turn through to one side. Forwards to the side.
going, Ash. Don't worry about me. I'm just setting up the next bit.
Back forwards. Take your legs out, 70% of the way out. And try to touch your ankle. If you got your ankle, and leave it.
Depending on setup. Ash, when you finish, just hand back to me. Take your time whenever you're finished. Twisting through now, mate.
Back forwards. Other side. And bring your legs up. Legs up, arms out, go stance, down, over to there.
Perfect. If you just jog nice and lightly on the spot, because I'm just going to explain the next thing we're going to do. Okay, and it's going to take a little bit to explain because some of you won't have done this one before. So then what I'm going to do is get my legs out fairly wide, about 70%, not completely the maximum. And what you're going to do with your right hand, you're going to try and touch your left toe. And then what you're going to do with your left hand, you're going to try and touch your right toe. Okay, who thinks they can do that? Do we think we can do it? Okay, so I just want you to have a go at doing that in your own time. Okay, where you go. If you find it's really easy, take your legs a little bit further. So you're reaching across the body. Do the other side, Joe. That's it. Keep your legs straight. Okay, and hold it there. Walk your legs back in. Now then, what you're going to do now, you're going to do 10 sets, because I could see some of you doing sets. So for example, we're going 1, 1, 2, 2, all the way up to 10. Okay, we got that? Now we could be like a rabble if we wanted to, so I think we should. Okay, so everybody count out loud how many you're doing. Okay, remember it's 1, 1, 2, 2. Okay, so shout it out. Where you go?
1,
1, 2, 3, 5, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Okay, this time what you're going to do, you're going to get your legs, not 70%. How many percent do you think we should go now?
100.
Ooh, if you want to go 100, that's pretty good. Okay, but I want you to go as far as you can go. Okay, so your best. Now keep your legs straight, don't bend them. Okay, ready? Away you go, 10 sets at your maximum.
1, 2,
Really reach, Arian, twist your upper body, Arian.
4, 5,
Twist, that's better, you've got to twist.
7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
Okay, when you finish jogging the spot. Okay, and I just want you to come closer to the cameras, almost as close as me. Perfect.
Yeah.
Now then, we're just going to have a little chat for about 1 minute. Okay, so I'm going to ask some questions, see how well you know these things. When we're talking about stance, what do I mean?
Like left stance, right stance.
So yeah, well, I want you to be a bit, what do I mean by it though? Because just imagine if I was blind, let's say, and you said that to me, I couldn't really see it. What are we talking about? Yeah, go on, mate.
You've got like your left, either your left or your right foot in front, and then you've got your front of the light and your left foot back just off to the side a bit.
Yeah, I think you're right, but I think you're describing it a bit too much. It's what your legs do. Yeah. So we could have, in fact, let's have a little bit of a brainstorm. How many stances could we think of? And there's probably going to be a few here. Okay, so who knows a stance and what it's called? Yeah, Leah?
Left stance.
You could have left stance. That's just a part of a stance, so half of a stance. So, yeah, Jamie?
Point stance.
Maybe. So let's go through a few. Left stance, do you say? Or point stance?
Points.
Yeah, just stand up a second. So our normal stance, just go into a normal stance. Can be left or right, doesn't matter. That's known as front stance. Yeah, or somebody might say normal stance. Go on then, mate.
Back stance.
Back
Something
stance,
like that.
and that's one from Catters. Yeah, some of the beginners might not know this. It's sort of a back stance like this. Yeah, now we're thinking, any other ones? So you could have front stance. So I've got my weight on the front. So that's a variation of the other front stance because that one's called front stance as well. I don't know why they're both called front stance, but it's just how it is. Or you could have this one. Now this is probably one you haven't thought of. What stance is this?
Low stance.
Neutral stance. There isn't really a stance. And then we got another one that used to be on our syllabus, which is side stance. So there's all sorts of stances. Yes. Now the stance we're going to use today is what we call our normal stance, yeah, or front stance. So again, like I say, work in the direction that you got most room. Yep. So it could be forward like this, or it could be to the side like that. I really don't mind at all. Okay, but before we do that, come back to the camera. So what do I now mean by lead and rear? Yeah, mate?
Lead leg's the one at the front and your rear leg's the one at the back.
Yeah, that sort of type thing. So the one that's in the front is always known as lead. So lead leg front kick, for example. And the one at the rear is the rear leg. Yeah. Now, if you change stance, it's not as easy as just saying left and right, is it? Because if you look at the minute, my left leg's my lead, but when I change stance, my right leg's my lead. You all understand that so far?
Yeah.
Now, the next bit is moving up the body a little bit. What do I mean by my guard? Go on, Steph, what do I mean by guard? He hasn't got his mic on. Go on, Steph, what's guard?
Just protecting yourself from punches and kicks.
Yeah, so maybe, and get quick punches in as well. So it's what we do with our arms more so, isn't it? Yeah, so stance is more legs and guard is more the arms. Yep. So then who thinks that they can stand up in a really good normal stance with a good guard? Okay, shouldn't be too hard, should it? It's something we test at white belt. So everybody up in your stance. Okay, remember, elbows come in to protect our body. This is not protecting our body, so keep the elbows in. And your hands need to be up about as high as this. So protecting my chin area here. If somebody punches a bit higher, you can bring your hands up quickly. And then I want you bouncing. Maybe we think we can do that? Perfect. So then we're going to work with a lead hand punch first of all. Can anybody think of a lead hand punch? And there are a number. Yeah, mate.
Jab.
Yeah, we could jab. So when I say one, you're going to punch with your lead hand doing your jab. But if you're in this stance, it will be this one because it's our lead hand. Everybody shake your lead hand so I know which hand you're punching with. Yeah, that's the one. Ready, lead hand jab. 1.
Are you in stance, Leah?
2. 3. Leah, keep your elbows in. 4. 5. Change stance. Lead and jab. 1. 2. 3. Keep your elbows in, Seth. Change stance. Now the next one is going to be a rear hand punch. So everybody shake your rear hand. Yeah, I'm not sure about that, Joe. You're sort of waving both. Okay, so it's going to be a reverse punch. So remember, on your reverse punch, you're going to twist as well. Reverse punch. Guard up. Ready. Bounce in. 1, 2, 3. Keep the lead hand up, mate. Change stance. Reverse punch. 1, 2, 3. Okay, and hold it there. Shake yourself off. Come back to the camera. So pretty much all of your punches you can do off the lead or the rear. The only two confusing ones are the first ones that we did, jab and reverse. But you can do sort of a left hook off the lead, and you can do a right hook off the rear, and so on and so on and so on. Uppercuts off the lead, uppercuts off the rear, and so on. Everybody happy with that? So I'm not going to do too much on the punches tonight. I want to move to the kicks. Okay, so then, who thinks they can do a front kick? Yep. Okay, so we're going to stand up and we're going to do lead leg front kick. I'm just going to show you first of all what I want. Now, first of all, what a front kick isn't is just swinging your leg. Okay, so the way we're going to make it a kick and not a swing, you're going to lift up your lead leg in a minute, and then you're going to straighten your leg. And as you straighten your leg, you're going to push your hips into the direction you're kicking. So watch again before we do it. Pick up your knee, straighten your leg, and as you do, you're going to push your hips into the area. Do we think we can do that then, lead leg front kick?
Yes,
How
sir.
wide does this kick have to be?
I-
It needs to be at least waist height. At least waist. What part of your foot needs to be waist height? Your heel. Yeah, not your toes, your heel. Are we ready? Get bouncing then. Good guard, remember. Stuff I've been talking about. Get those elbows in. Lead leg front kick. 1. Good, Joe. 2. 3. Yeah, and Claire's in the background. She's saying, keep your rear foot on the floor. Don't go onto tippy toes. Keep bouncing. 4. Change stance. Lead leg front kick. The leg that's nearest me. 1. 2. 3. Change stance. Now then, now it gets a bit more tricky, but I only have to explain this once. So come closer to the camera again. Well, I hope I only have to explain it once. Spud, move. Sorry, I got Spud in the way. Move, Spud. Sorry, it's the problems of doing the classes like this. Oh, then. Rear leg kicks. So keep your weight over both legs to start with. That's how your stance should be. Then you're going to bring your rear knee up. And then you're going to kick and push with your hips. Exactly the same. Now then, what happens with the upper body? Now, as this leg comes up, I'm going to change my guard. No, not what they do at Buckingham Palace. Although they do change the guard there. That was a joke. If you don't understand it, ask your parents later. Okay, so you're going to be like this. Now, as I bring my rear leg knee up, I change my hands over. And look what's happened to my shoulder. From the rear, my right shoulder comes forward. Yeah, do we think we can do that? So you're going to really lift into it. So we're going to try and do rear leg front kick, but we're going to change our guard as we do it. Okay, everybody up into your stance. Bounce in, and from here onwards, we're going to go a little bit quicker with things. Bounce in, rear leg front kick from left stance. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Bradley, get your kicks up. I'm not seeing them. 4. Good stuff. Change stance. Rear leg front kick. 1, 2. Little ash guard. 3. Perfect. Change stance. Now, I know you can all do roundhouse kicks. Okay, so we're going to have a go at doing roundhouse kicks, but some people are cutting little steps out, and I don't like it. What's the first thing we do? We lift. What's the next thing we do?
Twist.
Twist. And that's the bit that people are missing out. And otherwise, it just looks like a bit of a front kick going up. So you've got to twist into it. So I'm going to assume that you can all do it. So it's lift, twist, lean, and kick. Are we ready? Lead leg roundhouse kicks. And they need to be at least waist height. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Chain stance. I'm doing strange numbers tonight. I've never done 4 in my life before. 3s, 5s, and 10s. Never 4s. Lead leg front kick. Roundhouse kick. Ready? 1. Bit more twist, May. He's twisting lovely off the other stance. 2, 3, 4. Chain stance. Just come closer to the camera. So then, how did we do rear leg front kick? Remember that? That's your lift. So then, all you're going to do is you lift. You're going to change your guard over. And then what's the next thing we do?
Twist.
So you lift. Then you're going to twist. Okay, we got it? So you're going to lift, twist, lean, and kick exactly the same, but you're going to alternate your guard as well at the same time. So we're going to have a go at doing a rear leg front kick. No, we're not. What we're going to do, rear leg roundhouse kick. Okay, we're into left stance, bounce in. Make sure you've got enough room, especially if it's 2 of you in the room. Okay, I want lots of twist off that lead leg as well. Rear leg roundhouse kick. 1, 2. The twist gives it the power. 3, 4. Chain stance. Rear leg roundhouse kick. 1, 2, 3. Just do 3 off that one. And chain stance. Now then, what we're going to do now, we're going to do axe kick. Yep, off your lead leg. So everybody into left stance. So from the stance you see, I think, I might have this wrong. Let's look at the stances. You're going to take this leg off this way. Everybody just do a very low one with me. So off this leg, lift it up, take it this direction. Keep your toes pointing up, go over the top and down. Let's go again, one more low one. Around, keeping your toes up, over the top and down. Okay, are we ready for lead leg axe kick? Obviously now you've got to get your heel at least as high as your waist, your hips. So make sure you get your kicks up. Lead leg axe kick. 1. Go on, Jay, didn't see that one. And 2. That's better, that's good. I like it now. 3. 4. Lead leg axe kick. Chain stance. Ready. Change your stance, Layla. Joe, change stance as well. Jay, sorry. Jay, and sis, change stance. That's it. Tell your sister to change stance, Jay, please. That's better. Ready, lead leg, axe kick. 1. 2. Joe, you're going the wrong way. 3. 4. 5. Okay, come to the camera for one last time. Now then, we're going to do rear leg axe kick. And this one is done entirely different. And it's a bit like some of the higher level kicks, but don't worry about them tonight. Okay, so I'm going to show you how we do it. I'm going to do it light and low so you can see the cap from the camera, what I'm going to do. So I'm going to put the camera there. Now then, from this stance, what I'm going to do is bring this rear leg up by bringing my knees close together. I'm not going to talk about my hands at all yet. So this knee is going to come up and around. Now, if you notice what I've done is I've almost changed stance. So then from what I'm going to do from there is step back and step back into my stance. Now, I think you need to see this 1 or 2 times more. You guys that haven't done this before. Rear leg comes in towards my knee, goes up and around, lands forward, and then steps back.
Come back in, please.
I'll show you what happens with my upper body. So from here, knee comes in, and then steps back. Who thinks they can do that? Should we give it a go? We're going to do walk through it with me. That means we're going to do it together. So then just stand up. Okay, concentrating mostly on the legs at the moment. So we're going to bring our knees closer together. Take the leg up and around, landing in the other stance. Then stepping back. Knee up, around, landing forward, and stepping back. Now remember, we need to alternate our guard, so you know what I mean by that. So now you're going to bring your rear leg knee forward, bring your right hand forward, do your kick, and then step back. Again with me, bring your rear knee forward, do your kick, and then step back. Who's ready for full speed? Rear leg axe kick. Everybody bounce in, guard up. Rear leg axe kick. 1. Good stuff. Well done, Joe. 2. Isham, very good. 3. 4. That's 1. 5. Oof. Change stance. Now then, just going to go through this one from this stance because it is a little bit different. I've got to remember where I'm going. I've done that. This one. So then now I've got this shoulder forward, which you should have. So from there, this knee comes in, goes up and around, and then I'll step back. Touch again. And then I'm going to bring in the guard. So as I bring my knee up, I alternate my guard, bring the other shoulder forward, and then step back. Okay, should we have a go with me? Go up then. Rear leg, bring it forward. Ready. And then step back. One more with me. Who's ready for the last kicks of the night?
Me.
Rear leg axe kick. Are we ready? Bouncing in. Ready? 1. Joe, kick with your rear leg. Ready? 1. That's better, Joe. Good. 3. 4. Last one of the night. 5. Hey, and give yourself a good shake off. Okay, and sit yourself down on the floor. We haven't done this yet tonight. Pot your legs nice and wide. Come on, Leo, you haven't finished yet. Now, if I told you this is possibly one of the most important parts of the class, Leah, yeah, so get your legs nice and wide, you know how to do it, the ninja stretch. And reach down with your this hand to this foot. Okay, let's go. Keep your legs flat. If you can't reach, don't overdo it. Change sides. Keep your legs flat. And then bring your legs together and try and touch both feet. Okay, jump up nice and slowly, not racing. And that concludes tonight's class. Remember, we'll stay on the end for a little chat if you want, but this is the formal bit. Close stance. Bow. Give me a virtual high five. And give yourself a round of applause. And sit yourself down. You can come closer to the camera if you want. And I have to remember to stop.